everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation Population 325, and welcome back to the next episode of the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Plus today, what was that? Did you see that? There was definitely a little continue save file there, I swear. Today we're going to be continuing on our Eden Hard mode streak, with which we are going for win number 19, and our start is going to be the Poop plus Whore of Babylon. YP2470MC. Okay, we have terrible damage, a decent rate of fire, and we start with a pill that I'm not going to take just yet. So what can I say about this run at first glance? Well, we don't know how much HP we have, which is a little bit scary. Although, when I say we don't know how much HP we have, we at least have an estimate of how much HP we have, because we can guarantee that we have at least 2 HP. The reason I can say that with authority, at least 2 red hearts as well, I should say. Actually, I can't say that with authority because we are not Eve, so a half heart. Hello, I've taken damage. All right, well, that did not send us into the Whore of Babylon state, so we have still at least 1.5 HP, which is good. It's at least, it's good to know. It's good to know that we're not going to die, at least instantaneously. Now, I'd still like to get a Spirit Heart or something. You know, let's go and do this. Pheromones. I'd like to get something that could make me feel maybe a bit more stable in our situation, and obviously really don't want to hit anything like this guy right here or get hit by that guy right there, because he could do some real damage. Man, it is lagging so bad, and I don't know why. I'm a little nervous. On the surface, I don't even look calm and ready, so that should just like give you an idea, all right, for how nervous I feel. Let's not do that. So we may be at 1 HP right now. We get Bozo here, which is a 0.1 damage increase. You know, it's something. We could take, I'm gonna say no pride in that, but you know, we can at least feel a little better. Now we're gonna get a Tinted Rock from here, and by Tinted Rock I mean no Spirit Hearts from here. So we actually can't feel any better about that. Let's look for second secret room here. We got the bombs to do so. Let's hope it's not the room. Let's hope it's this room right here, because that is great, and now there's no chance we die. Which is awesome. Got a Ragman fight here, obviously not a ton of fun. However, we are going to get the occasional, alright, he's freaking laser beaming me. We're going to get the occasional charge effect and go ahead and use a bomb there. Honestly, I think it's a great use of a bomb, because we still have one left over, and it helped us save a little bit of time, and time is pretty valuable for me right here. But yeah, the video, hopefully it's just on my end, but if it looks laggy in post, then I'm getting extremely nervous. Because, so I attempted to stream the other day, for one of the first times ever. I keep saying for the first time ever, and then quickly realizing afterwards we've streamed before, although we had plenty of HP, by the way. I quickly realized that we have streamed before, but, you know, it was just so long ago, and it was just a one-time thing that, you know, I haven't really internalized that in my head as a stream that occurred. But it's true, we have technically streamed before, and so I should stop misinforming people when I say that we've never streamed before. But I tried to stream again, and I just could not get the frame issue figured out, which sucks, because I've been, you know, saying we're going to do this for like a million years now, and then we ended up not doing it still because I couldn't get it. Like, literally, it would be one thing if it was like, you know, it's a little framey, I'm dropping some frames, but no, like, when I attempted to stream, I was dropping literally 25% of the frames, which would have been unwatchable. It would have been awful to watch for you guys, and so obviously I just couldn't. I mean, as exciting and charming and wonderful as I am, I just didn't want to, you know, I'd have to be even more on my game to, I mean, nobody would want to sit through that. I don't know why you would want to. I wouldn't sit through that if freaking Thomas Brady went on a live stream. If his stream quality was, he was dropping 25% of his frames, I wouldn't want to sit there and watch it. So I can totally that was my reasoning in not doing it. But I'm now like, initially I was worried it was just, I was like, oh, it's just an internet problem. I don't know why I thought that, because I have 7 megs of upload speed, which should be easily enough. I was able to stream that time at college that I didn't say the name of. I was able to stream easily at the university that I was at with crappy, I wasn't even on campus. I was in my off-campus apartment. Of course, we get this awful champion that pretty much guarantees you take damage unless you do this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that just to avoid the damage, and we get a little Loki fight here. I literally had 2 to 3 megs of upload speed then, and I was still able to stream relatively scot-free. Scot-free? I don't know. There may be a CH or no. Relatively ska-free, the music genre. But now I can't, and I don't know why. We get the belt, which isn't that good, and here we get my shadow, which also is not that good. Just kidding, it's called shade, which I still don't think is that good. But Curse the Blind sucks. But I wasn't, I was able to do it fine up there. So then I was like, well, I really hope it's not a PC issue. But the fact that I'm now seeing this much lag while recording as well may mean that it's a PC issue, which I've had so many of, honestly, in the last couple months or so that I'm just done with all things PC. I'm about to scrap mine, send it to the scrapyard, and just call it a day. Just go home, take a nap, never have to worry about it again. Like, maybe it's because, oh, I definitely never increased the frames back up, did I? Did I? Let me test something real fast and see if I can figure out what's going on. All right, so I definitely lowered the FPS to 30, and I definitely decreased the output quality to 720 instead of 1080. So hopefully now, I mean, it does definitely, I mean, there's still a bit of lag, but it definitely looks better than what I was seeing before. And so I'm sorry about that, but, you know, you'll have to deal with like 20 minutes of it or so. I'm just kidding, like 5. That's no big deal at all. You could have been at Pokemon Go Fest, am I right? Ha! Ha! Pokemon. Yep, could have been there. Yeah, I heard that, you know, I still play Pokemon Go. Yes, I will admit to it. I'll tell you that I do. More so now than in the past. Before, I'd kind of quit. Oh, not by kind of, I mean absolutely 100% had quit. I thought the game was pretty garbage, and it felt like they just kept making more and more disappointing tweaks to it, kind of like my current job. Please don't watch this, my boss, or I will be fired. Just kidding. It's a great company culture, great work environment. I love it. Okay, now that I've covered my bases, and there's no sarcastic tone in my voice at all, so if anybody listens to this, they'll know that I'm 100% telling the truth. We get Evil Eye. Yeah, I heard about what happened at Pokemon Go Fest. Yeah, I keep up on the news. I keep up with the current happenings. Yeah, sounds awful. Am I surprised at any little sort of... No, not at all. It's Niantic. Nothing they could do would shock me at this point. And so, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. But I will say I caught an Articuno the other day, boys, and that was pretty exciting. Now, why is it Articuno? Because literally the entire world is Team Mystic, and I hate it. Could we, like, get a little bit of dodging room here? That'd be cool. If we could get a little dodging room. Hello. Any room to dodge would be really cool. I'm just going to try to sneak past all these guys here. I don't really know what Shade does. I assume he functions like an Obsessed Fan, which means I really don't get how he's any different than Obsessed Fan, and I think Obsessed Fan is pretty bad. So, by proxy, this guy also pretty bad. But, luckily with an 8 rate of fire and 5.08 damage thanks to Magic Mushroom, our DPS is doing just fine, and every now and again I get a little bit lonely, and we get one of those Evil Eye shots. Things get pretty good. I think I'm going to go to the shop. Actually, now... Okay, great. Let me out of here. We can actually just do it here. I just want to increase our deal with the devil chance just a little bit. 2.5%, not a ton. But it's enough to maybe make all the difference. Go ahead and drop the foot on him. Can we get it? We did not get it. And from here, we get Mom's Lipstick, which is pretty bad. So we're fine right now in terms of survival. But obviously, things could get better. I would like them to get better because, you know, 5.08 damage is fine on the caves. It probably is even fine on the catacombs or whatever, the depths, whatever, or not depths, catacombs or whatever the other thing is. We're probably fine with that. That's probably enough damage to keep us alive. But, you know, obviously we'd prefer a little bit more. All right, so literally just can't destroy anything. Like, you're already kind of seeing... The struggles we're starting to face when we're not able to get everything done at a speed that we would like to. So some DPS upgrades going forward would be very much appreciated. I'm very tired of the portals, I must say. We've been fighting a lot of these, like every single room has had a portal pretty much, and I would like those to stop because they are spawning way too many things. Help! I mean, that was pretty much a given. We're also not getting any tinted rocks, right? And then I eat my own words. I was going to say we weren't getting a lot of tinted rocks, which means we're kind of just, you know, slowly over time losing HP, which is how you lose these runs. We get the coupon, correct? It's coupon? I think we used that. I mean, we definitely used it once before because I recalled the name of it. But if I remember right, it was pretty darn good. It lets you get one free item every 5, 6 rooms, 4 rooms, something along those lines. Get a bombs or key pill here. Let's get our secret room, our assumed secret room, and we get the ability to fly from it. So that's pretty awesome. Obviously, there's other... I'm sorry for all the random noises. It's just something I do now. I can't really help it. I mean, I obviously can, but I don't want to. And look, our little shade guy, again with the portals. Again with the portals. You just aren't seeming to get it. The amount of things on the screen is unhandleable. It's unhandleable. I can't destroy this many things at once. I literally cannot. Please. Yeah, we're going to need some help moving forward, because if this many portals are going to continue to spawn, I cannot really get it done. And I also don't know how many spirit hearts we're at because I can't see my own HP. So let's just not take a hit against the boss so that we can, well, not guarantee ourselves a deal with the devil, but give ourselves... I just placed a bomb because I have a small intellect. Low IQ, we call that. But that's okay. I'm going to hide behind this poop. Okay, actually, I'm going to hide up here. 1 free penny. You shouldn't have. That's exactly what I needed, was a penny. Okay. Of the JC variety would be even better. All right, Evil Eyes coming out. The more Evil Eyes we get, the more DPS we're going to be doing, which is great. Luckily, a very easy boss fight here, although he's very tanky, so it's going to take a while. He's relatively easy to dodge, guess his attack pattern, so we shouldn't take a hit, and so just in case we don't have any spirit hearts, we shouldn't die. Now, what's scary is if we end up getting a deal with the devil, I don't know if we have any spirit hearts, so I don't know if we're protected if I go to take a deal with the devil. We get Dad's Lost Corn, which is a luck upgrade and a range upgrade, and in here, you know what, we can guarantee this, and yes, I'm going to take Satanic Bible. Satanic Bible is one of those items that I think is kind of boring, but it's so good, though. Also, it guarantees that we end up in the Whore of Babylon state, which is just good all around. Again, the amount of portals is actually ridiculous, and it needs to stop pretty shortly, or I'm going to have a panic attack, please. So yeah, Satanic Bible is going to help us in terms of staying alive, which is not only a great Bee Gees song, it's also an important thing to do in the Binding of Isaac. Can I name another song by the Bee Gees? No. But I could try. Well, actually, I just did. You just witnessed me trying, and you noticed that nothing happened. We got one of these glitched rooms. I don't know that they're necessarily glitched, but sometimes you get a room where 55 champions spawn that are the battery champions, and they all are guaranteed to drop batteries. And all I can say is that is awesome for us, because that gives us 3 hearts right then. Even though we took a little bit of damage, we pretty much got it right back. Our speed stat is wonderful. Yes, I'm going to get the bombs. Not going to get all of them, though, because that's a lot of work. I would like to find... Okay, I would like to find... Literally, we're still not doing a ton of damage. We're getting there. 8's pretty good. 8 with an 8 rate of fire is not anything to complain about. Although, I'm a natural complainer, so I likely will at some point. You'll probably notice in like 4 or so floors, if we don't receive any damage upgrades, you'll probably hear some whining. It's what I do. Oh, I'm just a whiner. It's all my, if I could have majored in it, I would have in college. I mean, I basically did. Even though I majored in business, I majored actually in the amount of whining I did. I basically got a minor from doing it. All right, item room here. All right, well, I've been sucked in, which is just great. We get HP, which ruins Whore of Babylon, so whoops, didn't mean to do that, but did anyway. So now we have to deal with... Please stop touching me. Although we did get a rainbow poop from it, although that doesn't really do anything for us. At least nothing that exciting. Hopefully we can reap the benefits of picking up this HP by trading it away in a deal with the devil for something awesome. Let's try to get like a teleportation card or, you know, anything really. Anything good. Get a death card. I'll go ahead and pop that. Just try to get rid of some of the stuff on the room. Hierophant is at least 2 spirit hearts. And by at least, I don't mean like it's at least 2, like it could be 2 or more. I mean like at least, like we didn't come up empty. Hierophant is 2 spirit hearts, and so it's a good card. So yeah, gonna go back to that damage thing I was talking about. Now that we're back down at 5, I think I have some room to complain. We'll go into the shop here and see what we got. All right, really did not want that, but sure, take my money. It's my money, and apparently I don't need it now because I just gave it away for free. I mean, it's kind of, I mean, it's not really. I was going to compare it to charity, but charity, at least something's going towards it. I mean, I guess, you know, assuming that once something is bought in the shop, it can always be bought. You know, maybe somebody with no friends will come in to the shop and he will say, wow, a box of friends that somebody bought for me. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't realize that box of friends just doubles your friends, and since he has 0 friends, he will still have 0 friends. See, he doesn't get multiplication. But, you know, at least the hope that he has. Initially, you know, we'll maybe give him some sort of peace of mind. So we get 2 of clubs, which I don't really know when I'm going to use. Probably right now, just because there is a tinted rock here, so we're going to use this bomb. Anyway, I was honestly hoping for small rock. Our HP is in a fine predicament, all right? Not if I keep doing stuff like that. HP is fine. Really, the main issue, you know, I'm actually just going to take damage so that Revenge Fly can do what he does best against the bloat, which is straight up shred it like a freaking pair of meat claws on a pork shoulder. If you've never seen meat claws, you should definitely go check them out. They're awesome, not only because I sell them at my job, but also because you can make, you can make shredded pulled pork in seconds. And it's great. All right, another thing, HP. I'm not going to take it. I know it's like, you know, in case we get something to reroll later, theoretically it's good, but also theoretically you can lick my butt. Okay, cool. We get nothing from doing this, so, you know, just go ahead and proc Revenge Fly just to make the room a little bit quicker. We are still trying to make boss rush. I mean, that's like, it unfortunately is one of the telltale signs of either me being bad or the run being bad. There's a teleportation card, so we can technically steal an item. That's like the telltale sign of either a run is bad or me being bad. I feel like I've been playing relatively quickly. Like I haven't been doing too much backtracking or extra exploring or anything, and we're still, it's not looking great that we make boss rush. So the fact that we're, you know, that's an issue, that we're thinking we may not make it, even though I've been oogling my boogle, is just unfortunately a look at how this run is doing as a whole. But that's okay because we are going to overcome nonetheless, because this item room is going to be awesome. What's it going to contain? Probably an item. If I had to guess, I've never seen one without one. Although, I think they added that. I'm pretty sure in one of the DLCs they added item rooms that don't actually have item room. We are going to get our Whore of Babylon back here, which is awesome, and I can also play this guy multiple times, which is also awesome, and maybe we can get a syringe. It would be our first. You know what, I don't really care about getting rid of our HP because we have so much. Gimpy is also fine. And now we're back up to 8 damage, so no, I'm out of complaining zone again. Alright, well, I'm going to complain about that because I'm just horrible. But I'm out of complaining zone, which means just don't take damage. Any damage you take is your own fault, not the game's. Start taking responsibility for yourself, you dang millennial. Not everything is, oh, I took damage there because George W. Bush caused a recession. Alright, well, actually, maybe it's time you pull up your own bootstraps and you figure it out. I hate that saying so much. We get Charm Tears, which I don't necessarily think is good at all. Especially since we already have Bozo, which is occasional charmingness already. It really doesn't do that much for us. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't know how I did not take damage there. I definitely should have. Our Shadow is just like making dodging a lot scarier for me, because I think everything is an enemy. Or I think he's an anemone, you know? Oh, Finding Nemo style. And that's kind of freaking me out. So I think we are going to make boss rush. which is good because I can steal an item from said boss rush as long as, yes, we are in the dank depths too. So, yes, we are going to be able to make it. I think there's no reason we shouldn't be able to beat Mom. All right, well, you want to touch me there again? There's no reason we shouldn't be able to beat Mom in the time limit. 2 minutes. 2 minutes is plenty of time, even on low damage. I refilled my HP somehow, and so we lost Whore of Babylon again, so complaining can come back. What is this garbage damage? Why is it so bad? It's certainly not of my own issue. All right, I have to proc Revenge Fly if we want to make this happen. I think we maybe still could have gotten it done in 2 minutes without, but Revenge Fly is definitely going to help. So that's all I can say. And even with Revenge Fly, honestly, it's not looking great. So we definitely probably need... No, we're going to get it done. But Revenge Fly probably pushed us over the edge. Maybe. I'd like to think that my own skills could have gotten it done, but you have to have skills for them to be able to get it done. We're almost done here. We are done. No deal with the devil because percentages. Polaroid we are going to take. We got Key Bum. We're definitely taking Jacob's. Ooh. As cool as Jacob's Ladder is, Proptosis is too good an item to not take. So, unfortunately, as much as I love Jacob's Ladder, I don't think we have the tiered stat really to be bragging about it. Now at 10 damage, we are doing plenty of damage to not really be worried as long as we are at close range. And if we can get back into the Whore of Babylon state, which we have a guaranteed deal with the devil on this floor. So, fingers crossed for no Crampy. If we can get no Crampy, then we'll be in a good spot. If we get Krampus, obviously a little scarier, but there's still ways we can get rid of this heart. Mostly through a Joker card. That's pretty much it. If we can get a Joker card. But yeah, we got 11 bombs as well, so you know we could bomb our way through some rooms if we really wanted to. 10 damage, it's not bad. Like, our damage is fine if we get up in here on these guys. Like, I mean, that's the whole point of Proptosis. That's the whole trade-off that you make, is the range for damage. You get a bunch of damage, but you lose a bunch of range, or vice versa. The problem is I'm too scared to get in here to get the damage done. So we're not doing that much damage. All right, he has turned on his own. He has turned on his own, and I feel bad for it. All right, and Dingle's life. Let's hope we can find the right way as I go the wrong way. Let's hope we can guess a little bit lucky, because I am planning on going out to play some Pokemon Go right after this. I got Buddies Waiting on Me, and I feel bad. Buddies Waiting on Me is my favorite elf movie. All right. Okay, man. Do you ever just have those vomity days? You probably do. Okay, dude, I was talking today, and I need to know, I'm going to preface, I'm going to say some things now, and, we're just having an open conversation as adults. Okay, got it? Let's just preface that. None of this, here's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to say some things, and if you react like my coworkers did, you're going to think that I belong in, an asylum of some sort, or that I'm going to be a serial killer someday. It's not going to happen. I would never harm a fly. I have, but I blacked out when it happened, so I don't really know what happened. Here's the thing. We were talking, and I don't really know how we got on the subject of cannibalism. It began with dog. So we were talking about in some countries, we were talking about different foods in different countries, and how things that are weird in America may not be that weird in other countries. So for example, dog in America, you probably would be murdered if anybody knew that you ate a little bit of doge. But in other countries, all right, I had such a brain fart, I just let him hit me. You may have noticed. It was all right. Well, that's just bad. In other countries, it's not considered that weird. It's, I'm not going to say a delicacy, but it may be considered a staple of normal diets. We get cube of meat, and we don't get Krampus, but it's also not a scenario, unfortunately, where we can trade any HP away, so still no Whore of Babylon. In other countries, you'd never know. And what we were talking about, what I brought up was how bad would you feel? And again, this is just American stigma. Guppy's head? I'm going to take that over Satanic Bible. All right, well, I've been whacked. How bad would you feel? Or here's the question is, would you want to know? Our question was, someone gives you a mystery meat. They just say, hello, this is some meat. I want you to eat it. It's been grilled. It has been prepared. It is fully cooked. You just need to eat it. Would you want to know what the meat was before you ate it, or would you just eat it? My point of view is that you definitely want to know. Because what happens when you eat it and you go, this is the greatest meat. It's more supple and tender than any filet mignon that I've ever had. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. You get so excited about it, and then afterwards they go, oh, by the way, that was a pug. And now you got a hankering for pug for the rest of your life. What are you going to do about that? That's why I feel like you have to know what you're going to eat before you do, because what if it ends up being delicious? And then, by the same regard, I was just taking the example and taking it to the logical extreme because that's what you do, because other people were like, no, I wouldn't want to know. I just eat it. I took it to the logical extreme. I said, what if they feed you some meat? You try said meat. You say, this is the greatest thing I've ever had. It's human. It turns out to be human meat. Now you got a hankering for human flesh, and obviously it's a big no-no. If that one's not just like, oh, well, different strokes for different. No, this is like pretty awful. Like, don't eat other people. I think is the general consensus on planet Earth. Of course, there's going to be little cults and stuff that may, see things differently. But I think the general consensus of civilized peoples, you don't eat other people. And so that's why I'm saying you'd want to know ahead of time. But then, this is where, this probably doesn't sound like I'm a cannibal yet. But then, I have this belief, and I believe it firmly. I'm not going to detract from it. Although, maybe I will, because, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, maybe that's a little weird. We were talking about, if as a prisoner, you get a final meal. You get one final meal before you die. And now, let's assume that I did something bad enough to be on death row. Now, I don't ever plan on it, but again, I don't plan on doing a lot. I didn't plan on starting a YouTube channel, and here we are. The next logical step is eating people. Where is the exit of this floor? I want to go home. I really wish I could see the map. All right, well, there goes a key. You get your last meal. What do you choose? A lot of people would say you pick your favorite meal. You want to go out in style, you get the General Tso's chicken with the crab rangoon and you go out happy. I disagree. I think you go out eating the one thing that in life you could never eat, which is human flesh. Now, I don't know how they're going to get it for you. I'm not going to say it's going to be, all right, I've been hit. All right, I've been hit twice. Let's not die. I'm not going to say it's, the right thing to do. But for your last meal, tell me that, please stop using keys. Is that not the way to go out? To go out and know, all right, I'm a cannibal. All right, so let's go ahead and never talk about this again. Maybe the reason I'm going to be on death row is because where is the exit to this floor? Has anybody seen it? I'm just asking for a friend, because I can't seem to find it. Hematemesis. I really am just looking for the exit. Alright, so yeah, now that I said it out loud, in a non-joking manner, like earlier I was saying in a joking manner, I was just trying to get reactions. When you say it in a non-joking manner, it's really kind of awful and creepy. So, please don't eat people. This is a PSA from me, that I do not eat people. I have never considered eating people until just now. And the way that I feel right now inside, at the thought of eating a person, is yucky. However, no, I'm just kidding. Let's talk about something less incriminating. So the other day, I was spray painting this house. I'm just kidding. I haven't used spray paint in at least 4 years. I don't know where the exit is, guys. I don't know how to get off. I've been on this floor for about 45 mins. Is it just me, or if I've been on this floor for 45 minutes? I can't get off of the floor. There is no exit. This is the only... What's that game? This is the only exit? This is the only... I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I really just want to leave. There's no exit. Did I pass it already? AWAS, take me down. You know what? I'm tempted to just go to Shoal. It would be the coward's way out, but I can't... There's no... I went to every room. I went to every room. Where is it? Where's the trigger? I'm triggered. All right, I found it. This is the way. I'm going to die also. I think I gotta go back and take Satanic Bible because I've been on this floor so long that I've not only grown a second beard, you don't want to know where, I am literally one step close. It was right there the whole time. The good news is that I literally went to every other... Please stop dying. The good news is that I went to literally every other possible exit point and never found it. It was the last place I went. I did every room on this floor, and it was the last thing I did. A deal with the devil. Please let me trade away my HP. I am going to get to trade away my HP. Guaranteed Whore of Babylon state, and I am not, unfortunately, I don't have enough HP to go fight the Hush, or I would. But with Polaroid invincibility guaranteed now, and with 16 damage rather than 10, I think we probably got this one in the... say it with me. We got this one in the flatulence. Yep, that's it. You got it. Okay. That's not a container. I was literally trying to think of another container besides bag, and I could not think of another container. The world is filled with containers. Jars, cups, bowls. Doesn't have to just be Tupperware. Bathtubs contain things. Cars contain things. Human skulls contain delicious human brain. Which what? Like the logical name for this episode should be cannibalism. I don't want it to be. And in fact, I regret ever bringing it up. I want to never post this because I feel weird about myself. But that's okay. As long as I know that I'm kidding. But Tony won't. He won't know what hit him when these incisors latch down on his calf muscle. I would never go for the calf muscle. Come on. You go for Achilles tendon first. I bet that tastes like pure garbage. And so I probably would not. I literally was just going to say I've heard human doesn't taste that good. Where would you have heard that, Josh? What conversation were you having that didn't end up with you calling the police where someone let you know how human flesh tasted? The answer is I've never had one. Maybe in Fallout, in Fallout and Skyrim, there's always those cannibalistic. It's in an RPG. You have to have any post-apocalyptic RPG. You have to have some sort of society of cannibals. It's just a given. It is a written rule. If you don't have one, you made a bad game. Oh, what's that? I wanted to be original. No, you didn't. You made a bad game. I would like to leave this floor, by the way, and stop talking about cannibals. I would like to just go on with my day. You know what we could talk about instead of cannibals? That's a more child-friendly. Danimals, the yogurt, the drinkable yogurt that is just wonderful for you and great. This may be the weirdest episode of Isaac I've ever recorded. I don't know what I took before this. I'm not on caffeine pills. I didn't just wake up from a nap. Those are the two usual conclusions when I'm being weird. I mean, that's when I started talking about cannibalism in the first place at work. Was on the caffeine pills. Oh, they do some weird stuff to my head. I don't really know where that talk came from, so could just be one of my other personalities. We don't talk about George though. George Lopez. That's him. We are gonna kill Isaac right here. Head down to the next fort. Sorry, Void Portal. I got a date with Destiny. And, no, I don't know anybody named Destiny, nor am I talking about the game Destiny. Give me... I don't really want SMB Superfan. Also, Dunce Cap is bad, but I took it because why not? Yeah, I don't really want it because it is going to ruin Whore of Babylon and Polaroid Invincibility. And, you know, if it was just one of those things, I may be okay with sacrificing it, but losing both, I think, is probably not smart for survival. We have 1.74 luck, so I wouldn't be expecting too many items to spawn, but if they want to, obviously it's only good for me. Let us, though, see if we can get on this floor as quickly as possible. There are Tyrannotars to be caught out there somewhere. I'm sure they're waiting for me. You know he's waiting. Hello. Yeah, and I've also hit the logical endpoint of any words coming out of my esophagus, which means it's done. It's time. Once I start, you can always tell. It's like Michael Scott in that episode of The Office where he's like, sometimes I just start a sentence and I have no idea where it's going. I mean, that's most of my commentary, but especially when I'm running out of things to say and I'm kind of winding down the episode, you can really tell, because I will say multiple sentences that have no meaning to them. They're just sentences that essentially are saying, I'm still talking. And that's about all they say. Thank you, Gimpy, for hooking me up. I really don't like things that are happening on the screen. I'm taking a lot of damage. We should still be good, though, if we can find the boss fight soon. As soon as possible. The sooner we find the boss fight, the more guaranteed of a win we have. Samson's Chain, not that good. Dunce Cap's bad, and I'm regretting taking it. I don't think it's going to cost us the run, as long as we don't end up searching for the end for about 150 years, which so far we are. We are definitely searching for the end for 150 years, but as long as it doesn't stay this way forever, how can this last forever? Because days come and go. But my feelings for you are forever. I got itchy neck. My neck. My neck. My neck and my neck. I hate that song. It's gross. It makes me feel like I need to wash my mouth with soap. Not judging the person who made it if she's watching right now. You could subscribe all you want. I'm not trying to out. At this point, with only 300 subscribers, believe me, I'm in no room to be picky. However, though, if you just rethink your, future works and maybe include less about your cat and also your marijuana. Just kidding. I meant cocaine. If you could just include less about your neck, your back, your cat, and your drugs, then I would be totally on board. If you sang about your neck, your back, your head, shoulders, your knees, and your toes, I would be a big fan. I'd be a big old fan. But instead, I'm a little fan. If that, I may even call ourselves mortal enemies. But that's okay because we're gonna be fine. The world card is great because we get to see what the correct way to go is. And as long as we can make it there with these 5 HPs that we currently possess, I think we can probably just win. I don't think we'll have any issues. I think we'll be able to just tank our way through the boss fight. So let's try not to lose any more swimming. Let's try not to lose any more HP. I would like to push this out of the way. I mean, even if we lose one more, I bet we could still get the job done as far as, how much it's going to require to tank it for the win. We got 0 tiers upgrades this entire run, and now we have 6. So I would say it is a foregone conclusion. It's a foreskin conclusion. There's no way we don't win this. Just look at the damage we're doing to him just with Cube of Meat alone and just being able to run into him. Almost done. We do get the job done, and we're going to go ahead and jump in the container. Thank you guys so much for watching this self-incriminating episode of Pokemon Go, of the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Guys, I just want to reiterate to you guys that I'm not a cannibal. I wouldn't, and the more I say that I'm not, the more you think that I am, which I understand. It's if it's gonna be that way, you know what? Maybe a rebranding is in order. I'm Josh, the people eating guy, and here's my YouTube channel. Let's never talk about this again. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. And if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them on by because we'd love to have them. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.